Hey, this is Stuart Ross coming to you with another video. This time it's a Tuesday. I think my last video was last Monday. It's Tuesday the 28th of January and I'm coming to you from a fairly chilly Frensham Ponds. In fact, it's called Frensham Little Ponds. I'm not quite sure why. If you can see the big pond back there, should really be Frensham Big Ponds. Maybe it's because it's not the biggest one, I don't know. My last video was actually shot over there, if you can see in the distance, the tall trees, probably not. Long way away. That was Bournemouth. I do like to mix up my walks each day, otherwise I find the trek can get a little bit mundane. There's the boss man roaming around, probably eager for me to press on with the walk. But I wanted to do this video for you. So in my previous video, I covered the question, is making money online easy? And the conclusion we arrived at with you on camera was, no, it's not easy, but it's simple. It can be very simple if you take the time to get, your ducks in a row, as they say, and, push forward. Now in this video, I'm going to cover probably the second most common question that I get, and that is, how quickly can I make money online? Now I am a bit higher up in this video, so if the wind interferes, hopefully it won't be too bad. I'm shooting this video on the iPhone, and I want to really answer this in a way that I think, again, is best. And my audience, the audience that I tend to talk to, are people that are looking to make quite a significant amount of money online, meaning upwards of 6 figures. So that's the first thing that I'll say. And the second thing I'll say is that I'm going to answer it in a way that I would want to hear it myself, in terms of without any hype and without any sort of exaggerations and everything else. So here we go. So the actual idea of making money online, especially as an affiliate, is very straightforward. You refer a customer to a product and you get a commission for making that referral. And I've absolutely seen people do that in a matter of a week or two of getting started online. The difficulty is often scaling and repeating the process on a regular basis so that you're actually making enough money to cover your costs often, and also if you're serious about leaving a job or leaving a traditional business or making more money than you are right now, that's kind of a different question, I suppose, or a different answer for those types of people. So I know when I got started online, it was all about making enough money to be full-time online and not have to rely on a job or start another business that I was going to struggle with, cold calling, chasing, all the normal stuff like that. And so that's how I'm going to kind of answer the question, assuming you want to make good money and assuming that you don't want to sort of be picking up the phone, cold calling, chasing and building more of a traditional home business. So on that basis, what I'm going to say is the advice that I give my students is, look, this is a bit more of a marathon than it is a sprint. And the most amazing thing about making money on the internet is you can change your life in like 6 to 12 months, like literally change your life. Within 6 months, I was earning a multiple 6-figure income online, or on target to earn a multiple 6-figure income. I'd quit my job 6.5 months after getting started, and I was living life completely on my own terms. Now, the thing is when you're getting started online, you're working around your job. 6 months feels a long time, but you sometimes have to be a bit realistic, and you have to ask yourself, what is the end result that I'm looking for? And so many people make the mistake of rushing and not making very well informed decisions, that they end up chasing their tail for sometimes months, even years. So what I'm going to say to you is, if you're somebody like me who wants to make a decent amount of money on the internet, you don't want to have to keep restarting, you don't want to have to keep chasing your tail, then the advice that I would give you is you need to spend several weeks just on the foundations. Don't go out there trying to make as much money or make money in the shortest time frame. Spend some time on the foundations. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is, get yourself in a situation where you really understand the business model, that you really understand the different products that you're going to be selling. Great, it's starting to rain now, just what I wanted. Get yourself in this position where every time you turn on the computer or you turn on your laptop, you know what you're trying to achieve, rather than just being this headless chicken with a goal of, I want to make money, I want to make money. You need to feel confident in what you're selling. You need to feel confident in the commissions that you can be earning, or the money that you can be earning. You need to feel confident with the people that you're working with. You need to feel confident in the actions that you're going to be taking. And in my experience, that takes a good 3 to 6 weeks. Okay, so the first thing I say to my students is, have no expectation of making any money in your first 3 to 6 weeks, because if you do, and that's what you're trying to achieve, chances are you're going to be skipping steps, you're going to be cutting corners, and you're going to end up having more frustration later on. Now, with that all being said, after your sort of 3, 4, 5, 6 week period online, you should be in a situation, if you're working with the right business model, the right mentorship, you know, the right community, if you're working in a community like we do, where you have the utmost confidence that, you know, you're in a position to go out there and write your paycheck. You're in a position to go out there and earn the kind of money that you're looking to earn. And what that's going to do is it's going to fuel you with the confidence to actually do something which is called spending your time on money producing activities. You see, what most people do online is they get stuck in education mode. They go out there and they subscribe to all these different email lists. They go out there and they learn from 15 different people, 10 different business models, trying to make money here, trying to make money there, you know, restarting and quitting and starting all the time. And that is just, you know, the old hamster wheel. You know, you're chasing your tail, the old hamster wheel, and the result of it is long periods of frustration and a lack of results. So what I say to people is, look, if you're serious about making a 6-figure income, the first thing that you have to do is really understand the business model that you've gone for and why you've gone with that business model. Now, I always talk about high ticket sales, high ticket affiliate systems, because you want to be in that situation, if you're serious about making a good income, that you can make a significant impact on the amount of money that you're making for just 1 or 2 sales. You know, trying to make a full-time income selling $50 ebooks, trying to make a full-time income, you know, making measly, weaselly little commissions is very, very challenging. So what I suggest you do, and this, if you've submitted your application to SFM, this is something that you're going to learn in Module 1. Should we try and find some cover before I get drenched? So what I suggest you do is, you know, if you've submitted your application to us already, is get stuck into Module 1 and really understand, you know, the principles behind the business model that I encourage people to focus on. Residual income is included within that, as well as high ticket income. Then what I suggest you do, and this is assuming you're submitting your application to us, is get into Module 2 and get your business system set up. You know, what I mean is selecting the types of products that you're going to be selling, fully understanding the vision that you have for your business. I cannot tell you how important having a vision is, you know, much more important than setting individual goals. The thing is that we're all going to hit goals, we're all going to miss goals. It's just the way of life. But for me, what you can't avoid is having a really clear vision, and the reason is that if you're very, very clear on your vision, I want to make 250,000 a year online, I want to be able to do it from anywhere in the world, I want to be able to work from my laptop, I want to be able to provide a better lifestyle for my family, and you get really clear on that, you will find a way to actually reach that. And it's just, you know, this is why people talk about vision boards, this is why people talk about being clear on this kind of thing, because if you're just getting up in the morning, I want to make money online, the motivation is going to drift. You know, you're going to get yourself in this situation where you're dipping and diving and chopping and changing the different things that you're doing because you're just trying to see a quick result. You're trying to see those quick wins, and that is not the way that you want to play it. So in summary for this video, assuming you want to make a decent income online, 6 figures upwards, take your time to select the right business model, choosing the people that you're going to be learning with. Look for a community is my advice. I believe, of course, that we have a high quality, if not the highest quality community when it comes to this industry of making money on the internet. You know, get involved with individuals, get out there, you know, make friends online that are trying to achieve the same thing as you. It's not all about being learning just from the gurus. Learn from people that are actually getting the small wins themselves. I can't tell you how many of my students learn more from my other students than they do from me, particularly in the beginning stages, and the reason being is they're out in the trenches facing the same challenges every day as other people getting started. Whereas with me, as I said in my previous video, you know, what I do is very simple. You know, I understand what I need to be doing to run the business. I've been doing it for 6 years now. I've got very good at, you know, putting together sales funnels. I've got very good at, you know, generating quality leads. And for me, it's something that I can do almost with my eyes shut, dare I say. But it's not going to be like that when you first start, and often, yes, we can guide you as marketing guys that have been doing it for a while in the right direction. We're going to do that, but being around other people who are trying to achieve, you know, similar targets to you is actually often more beneficial, and this is something that you're going to experience very much so in the 6 Figure Mentors and with our community. So, you know, take your time is the first thing. You know, 3 to 6 weeks, getting your foundations, choosing, you know, the business model, the people you're going to learn from, get your ducks in a row, as they say, and then start to move towards the money producing activities. And I'll tell you this, you know, it is not unrealistic to completely change your lifestyle within a 6 to 12 month period, which relatively speaking is amazing. You know, think about your career. People like work their asses off for 12 months for like a 1 or 2% pay rise. That's pathetic. 1, 2, 3% pay rise, a few grand a year extra. With your own business online, you can give yourself a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per month pay rise with the right business model and the right work ethic, by scaling and working smarter, often rather than harder. Just take that bit of time at the start to do your due diligence, finding the right people, the right environment for you to learn in, the right business model, and then you can then start to turn on your computer with a focus, turn your computer with a clear understanding of what you're actually going to be doing that day, rather than just being in education mode for months and months on end, trying to learn too much almost, where you're spreading yourself too thin. So anyway, I hope this video has been interesting. I am now freezing, my hand is frozen. There's a lot of rain on my phone right now. Hopefully you can just about still see me. I'm probably going to head back to the car and finish this walk a little bit early. Over and out for now. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.